day. Today, I am here with Mr. Mario B. Cagitla Jr., a professor at Mariners Polytechnic College's Foundation, who is an adult English learner and has kindly agreed to share their experiences with us. This interview will focus on their real-life experiences with learning English. Specifically, the moments where they felt comfortable, anxious, motivated, or challenged while using the language. I would like to thank Mr. Kagitla for giving their time and allowing this interview to be recorded for academic purposes. Your responses will help me better understand how effective factors influence second language acquisition. To start their interview, I will be asking a series of open-ended questions. You may answer in the way you are most comfortable, and if there are any questions you prefer not to answer, please feel free to skip them.
Can you describe a specific moment when you felt nervous, shy, or embarrassed while speaking English? What made that situation stressful for you?
I once had to give a presentation in one of my subjects in my grad school in a room full of experts. And considering my classmates were all professionals, my mind went blank on a very simple word. So that time I was worried that they would think that I wasn't qualified because, you know, I stumbled upon over my words.
What situations or environments make you feel more relaxed and confident when using English?
Mostly, I feel confident in a small or informal groups. Like sometimes when we are grabbing coffee with a friend or when we are talking to someone who is also a learner. So that means that there's no grade or your performance is not being observed. That's why I don't mind if I use the wrong tense or sometimes making a silly mistake because we are both learners.
Okay, have you ever felt judged or worried about making mistakes when speaking English? How did those feelings affect your willingness to speak?
Yeah, of course, always, especially around native speakers who speak very fast. And sometimes I stay quiet even when I have a great idea because I'm afraid that my accent or my English is not that good or making it hard for them to understand me. So it makes me feel that I'm less than others in the room because I'm not confident enough in using English.
What motivated you to start learning English? Is your motivation more personal, professional, or emotional?
In terms of motivation, it's actually a mix of the extrinsic and the intrinsic motivation. So professionally, I really need it because, of course, as in my career, I'm also in the academy. And personally, I really love playing with words, especially in English, because I love writing poems. That's how I express my thoughts and ideas. So I think that having a good vocabulary in English could really help me in expressing what I want to express.
When learning English becomes more difficult or frustrating, what helps you stay motivated and continue?
In terms of motivation during difficulty or frustration, there are times that I'm not confident enough with my write ups or sometimes the way I speak English, but I always remind myself of how far I have come. So I look back at the uh, emails or the write ups that I have made before and realize how much more complex my thoughts are. So that means that I have improved and I can still improve if I just practice. So yeah,
How do you feel about English speaking culture and native English speakers? Does this attitude influence the way you learn the language?
Well, good thing about English language is that it really values the directness in communication. So this attitude actually makes me more eager to learn because I feel like I'm gaining a new way to see the world. I see English as a bridge language, that it's not just a new set of words, but it serves as a bridge for me to see the world in different perspectives.
Do you feel supported by the people around you, like teachers, classmates, friends, or family, while learning English? How does their support or lack of support affect your learning?
Yes, my family, my friends, and my teachers are very supportive. They always encourage me to practice, and they always believe that I can be a good English speaker as well. But also, I need a balance of correction and encouragement to feel safe enough to keep trying.
What kind of classroom or learning environment makes you feel most comfortable practicing English without fear or pressure?
For me, I prefer a collaborative environment where the focus of using English is on communication, like expressing your thoughts or ideas the way you want to express them, rather than a perfection that um, could discourage me in participating because I know that I might be judged.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your experiences and thoughts with me today. Your openness and honesty have given me valuable insights into how emotions, motivation, and attitudes affect English learning. I really appreciate the time you took to participate in this interview. With this, our interview has come to an end. Again, thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Cherry Ann C. Hilaga, and for EL 103 Principles and Theories in Language Acquisition, I interviewed an adult English learner to understand how affective factors, motivation, and attitudes shape language learning. My interviewee shared that during graduate school presentation, they froze and forgot a simple word because they felt intimidated by being surrounded by experts. They felt most confident in small or informal groups, like talking with a friend, because there's no pressure or grading. However, around native speakers, when they have great ideas because they fear their accent or grammar might be judged. The interview clearly showed how the affective filter influences learning. Anxiety, fear of judgment, and pressure from experts raise the filter, making it harder to speak or recall vocabulary. But in relaxed, friendly environments, the filter lowers and they communicate more confidently. Their motivation is both intrinsic and extrinsic. Extrinsically, they need English for professional work in academic field. Intrinsically, they love writing poems and enjoying playing with words, so English helps them express deeper and more complex thoughts. To stay motivated, they look back at old emails and writings to see their improvements. This aligns with theories of self-efficacy. Learning becomes stronger when learners recognize their progress. Their positive attitude toward English also supports learning. They see English as a bridge language that offers new perspective, not just new vocabulary. Support from family, friends, and teacher boosts their confidence, especially when there is balance of correction and encouragement. They also prefer collaborative environments that value communication, other perfections, this reflects how social interaction and emotional safety enhance language acquisition. This interview helped me understand that language learning is deeply emotional. Confidence, environment, motivation, and attitude all shape how a learner performs. As a future educator, I learned that creating a supportive, low-pressure environment can make a huge difference in helping learners use English without fear. This will guide how I approach teaching and interacting with students.